still haunted by visions.
Yes, Master.
They are the memories of a dead man, a side effect of the cloning process.
Why is this happening to me?
I'm here talking Star Wars FU2 on the PS3, 360, Wii, etc., etc. This game sucks. Here's why. If you played the first game, you're kind of familiar with the formula here. Okay gameplay, horrible story that ruins the entire canon of Star Wars. They kind of continue that here, and if you played the first one, you know at the end that your main character actually dies. And I breathed a sigh of relief that we wouldn't see him again. No, apparently he's back. And he might be cloned, he might not, we don't know. Vader apparently is on Kamino, which if you don't know is that big rainy planet with the guys with the crazy long necks from Clone, Attack of the Clones. I don't even care to remember anymore. But no, yeah, he's making Jedis, and apparently that's impossible as far as everybody knew. And apparently he's also told that's impossible. We never actually find out if he's actually a clone or in fact himself revived somehow. So yeah, the game kicks off. You have 2 lightsabers now, which is pretty cool. What else is different? No, that's about it. You have Jedi mind tricks and different force powers now. To go through the game without using your lightsabers is actually really fun, just throwing guys into the roof. And it's essentially just a big expansion pack to the first game, with no story whatsoever. I got to the end of this game, and there's another story there, by the way, but I got to the last level of the game. I'm like, is this it? Nothing has happened. You can't spoiler this game. I couldn't, if I tried, tell you something right now that you wouldn't just know. Like, he fights a giant monster. Yoda's in there for a little while. Thankfully, he doesn't introduce himself as Yoda, because that would be horrible. Boba Fett's in there. Vader shows up. That's pretty much it. It's like a cocktail party. Nothing happens. You just throw stormtroopers around in different... It gets you into different scenarios where it's just like, oh, you can kill some stormtroopers here, I guess. Oh, giant robots, whatever. And you get to the end of the game, and another showdown with Vader, and on the PS3 version, I'm not the only one who's had this, the game doesn't let you finish it. I had to borrow one on 360 just to see what happens at the end. And thank God the person already had the game complete, otherwise I did not want to play through this game again. But yeah, nothing happens at the end as well. But regardless, the game actually stops at the same point in the PS3 version. I'm not the only one who's experienced this. A lot of people, and they haven't patched it yet. The game is unbeatable on the PS3. You cannot finish it. It freezes at the same point. Hilarious. There's a bunch of challenge maps, so I mean, once you get through the 4-hour single player in there, you have some of that to do. There's going to be DLC, of course, extra costumes and stuff like that. And I stand by the gameplay is pretty fun. They haven't changed anything. Still using the mix of the 3 physics engines, so it looks okay. One minor thing, well, not a minor thing, it's something I'm going to bring up. You're on a spaceship, right? And there's windows on a spaceship, and if Star Trek has taught us anything, it's see-through aluminum. Because if you had glass on a spaceship, that doesn't work. You're going to hyperspeed, that it's gonna break. And you can throw stormtroopers. You can throw stormtroopers through windows on spaceships, and they break, and there's a vacuum, and then it seals itself. The windows on a spaceship are made out of glass. That's what you want me to believe? You believe someone could be walking down the hall, a little tipsy maybe, fall through the window and just out into space? Come on now. That's silly. That really bothered me for some reason. Regardless, you get a bunch of different lightsaber crystals and stuff like that. You can kind of... It really doesn't make a difference. There's no challenge to the game. It's not a hard game. The story, like I said, is non-existent. The gameplay's okay. It's a step down from the original game in that it doesn't actually have a story. I appreciate it's not ruining anything like the first game did, but that being said, it is literally a step back from the first game, and that being said, I can't give it higher than a 4 out of 10. That's generous, because the gameplay is kind of fun, like zapping a stormtrooper in a jetpack and so you can fly around and then blow up. It is fun for the first couple hours, and thankfully, it's over after that. Star Wars Force Unleashed, rent it if you must. Not a good entry in any Star Wars series ever. Just a big disgrace.
By the Force, I knew you were alive.
I'm not him.
I don't believe it. No one can clone Jedi.
That's what you seek inside you.